Yo, what's up guys? Universal Mastery. So what I do on my channel is I break down the occult sciences to an extremely practical level so that you can use them in your day-to-day life and get real, actual results. Now, what I'm going to be talking about in today's video is something that one of my viewers requested, and it's along the lines of what is the importance of a magic circle. So in other words, why would you incorporate a circle around yourself when you're doing ritual, when you're doing meditations? Okay, and I'm going to give you my experience with the magic circle and what I use it for to help empower my workings. All right, so if you want to know a little bit more about the magic circle, then stay tuned for the rest of the video. Okay, so the first thing I want to say is definitely make sure you go and you check out the Patreon. On the Patreon, I have exclusive content. Half of that content is going to be geared towards actual practices where you can get your hands and feet wet with real spiritual practices that I perform on camera, and you can watch them as well, and I tell you exactly how to do them while I'm performing them. So it's geared to give you 100% results. Okay, so half of my videos are going to be geared towards that. Then the other half are going to be geared towards educational entertainment, which is very similar to a video like this. It's entertaining, but you're also getting a lot of value from it. So where you're going to be able to find the link for the Patreon is you go to the description. It'll be the first link at the top. It says My Patreon right next to it. And to gain access to the exclusive content and other things as well, you have to at least be a Tier 2 member or up. In order to be a Tier 2, it's literally $9.95 a month. And that literally comes out to less than $1 a day. So there's absolutely, no reason why you shouldn't be able to afford that with the value that's on there. Now, as you go up in tiers, there's 4 tiers altogether. As you go up in tiers, the benefits go up as well. I'll let you check that out for yourself. And I want to give a special shout out to the top tier members already. Their names are going to be mentioned in parentheses below. Okay, so without further ado, let's go right into this video. So this isn't going to be a long video, but this is going to get right to the point. So this is the thing. So when it comes to a magical circle, the thing is that there is a lot of symbolism to that. In other words, there's a lot of meaning to the magical circle. Like, for example, you could read tons of different books and you can get tons of different explanations of what the symbolism of the magic circle is. Now, you might be wondering, or you might be asking the question, well, which one's the right one? Which one's the right answer? And the honest truth is that they all can work, okay? I mean, what it comes down to is your own subconscious. It comes down to what your subconscious thinks of the symbol. So if you believe that you draw a circle around yourself while you're performing whatever working it is that you're performing, whether that be ritual or meditation, once again, if you believe that that's going to empower your working, I don't care what you add to it, it's going to empower it because it does this, it's going to empower it because it does that. All you need to know is that if it's going to empower your working and you use it for that intent and for that purpose, it will empower your working. There's no question about it. It will empower your working. So that's what it comes down to. You know, you can study all you want about it. The importance of studying about, you know, what could the magic circle do for you, or what does it do, is it builds up an idea in your mind so that you can create that subconscious connection to what the purpose of the, you know, what the purpose of it is. So whatever it takes for you to believe that this thing can empower your working, that's what matters. That is the intent. It is that simple. It doesn't have to be any more complicated than that. So once again, there's many different beliefs on, you know, what the circle can do and what it's about and what it does and all these other things. But once again, the importance is, what do you believe it does? And as long as you connect that subconscious belief, like in the back of your mind, you're like, you know what, I'm drawing this and it's going to empower my working. Whatever you connect to it to make that idea come up in your mind where you understand that, where it's going to empower yourself, that's all that matters. Okay, so I'll give you my example. So whenever I create a circle, sometimes I'll create it. I mean, when I first started, I went to a Home Depot and I got a big mat and I drew out a circle around the mat. Like what I did is I drew a reverse pentagram during that time. and I was sitting in that circle, and I remember the first time I put salt around the circle. I didn't really know at all what it really meant. All I was thinking in my mind was, I feel like this is going to empower my working. And it was extremely powerful. I got great results because I'm working with my own subconscious and conscious mind. And that's what's going to make it so powerful. So once again, the way that I use it, like for my own personal belief, is I imagine that when I create a circle of any sort, I'm imagining, and sorry for the camera zooming in and out. I usually don't record here. I'm only here to watch my cat, so that's the reason why the camera's doing that. Usually I have a different setup. But what I imagine when I create a circle of any sort is that I'm harnessing energy, all the energy that I'm channeling or I'm calling down or I'm presencing. I'm imagining that I'm channeling it in that point of the circle, in the circle. So outside of that circle, that's not where my energy is going. It's coming into the circle where I'm sitting. That's what I'm imagining. Okay, you might do it a different way. There are many ways to do it. Once again, what it comes down to is, what is your subconscious belief on what you're doing? Do you believe like it's empowering you? Or do you believe that you're creating a circle to protect you from certain things? It depends what you believe. And, I wouldn't recommend creating a circle to protect you from things, because now you're subconsciously telling yourself that you could be attacked by something. And now you're creating a force of nature, or almost an enemy, out of something that doesn't want to harm you, essentially, because it's all in your own mind. So if I'm creating a circle to protect me from certain spirits, I'm putting myself at a loss right there. Now, there might be a time and place where you do that if you're going to do, extreme workings with extremely powerful spirits, where you don't want to be influenced by the spirit in a certain way or things like that. But, I personally, I've never done it. I wouldn't recommend it. I'm giving you my advice. I know people that have talked about, creating a circle to protect you from certain energies and things like that. Personally, I've never done that. Because once again, I view it as, if I'm going to create something to keep away another thing, like a spirit or an energy that I don't want, and I'm channeling that energy, then I'm doing myself a disservice. And I literally feel like I'm working against myself at that point. So I'd rather just integrate and embrace whatever energies that I'm working with, whether that be extreme positive or extreme negative, so that I can make it a part of my being and integrate it, because we are very powerful creatures as the creatures we are. And that's something that, not too many people talk about. So once again, that's pretty much, what you can do with your circle. Once again, it doesn't have to be so, you don't have to be so scientific about it. You don't have to have, read millions of books on, how to make the circle and all those things. It's all about your intention. If you're creating whatever you're creating, if you're adding whatever into your ritual, to your meditation, whatever it is that you're adding, and your intention behind it is to empower, if you're see look, this is the importance. The importance of studying the occult and learning about symbolism is you get to learn what certain symbols represent. Once you figure out what those symbols represent, if you start practicing the occult, then you will actually have experience with those symbols. So you'll actually know what the energies are behind those symbols that you're working with. So let's say that you were working with a specific type of symbol and it produced a certain type of energy in your life that caused you to do a certain type of path working, meaning it caused you to have a certain level of growth. And that was a level that you feel like you want to develop even further. So then guess what? You can use that same symbol in that ritual setting, and that can represent that level of growth that you want. Or, for example, you start studying astrology and you figure out all the planets have different colors and, different metal attributations and different symbols. Well, if you want to work with that planetary energy, depending on what it is that you're trying to create, if you feel like what it is that you're trying to create connects well with that planetary energy, then you want to bring in the symbolism of that planetary energy with the subconscious intention of, I'm working with this planetary energy to help manifest what it is that I want, to help manifest a change in myself, or a change in my external reality, or a change in both. Okay, so it's all about knowing what your work, like knowing about the symbolism, and then you can add it into your workings. And then there's other, like you can get so creative with this process. You can use anything you want, literally, and you can create symbolism to what it is that you're adding into it. So for example, like I could have a little stuffed animal of maybe like a squirrel, right? And this is just an example of how creative you could get. I could assume that the squirrel is really in tune with nature, because you know, whenever you see squirrels, usually they're in nature, right? They're like climbing on trees and they're running around nature. And I could use that symbolism for my own creative purposes to say, I want to get more in touch with nature. So now I'm bringing this stuffed animal that's a squirrel to represent me getting more in touch with nature. And that will have very powerful results if you bring that into the ritual setting, and if you know how to get yourself into the right state of mind to perform the ritual, which is literally dropping mind. The best rituals are done when you drop mind and you're in tune with your core, and you're channeling energies, you're feeling them move through your body, you're moving very intuitively, and you also have an intention at the same time going into it, so you know what you're creating. And you can create through the vibrations of your words, which is something that, you know, I share a little bit of in my Patreon. So I would definitely recommend checking that out. But other than that, guys, that's going to wrap it up. I think I shared enough on this video. I definitely hit the thumbs up if you liked the video and enjoyed it. Come over here, hit the subscribe button, and hit the notification bell, because I'm posting videos as often as I can. And once again, where you'll find the Patreon is at the very first link in the description. Definitely go and check that out. Then the second link below is going to take you to the Facebook community, where you will go there and you'll see a pinned post that says private group here. Click that, request to join, then I'll add you into the private group. I want to get it up to 50 people. I think we're somewhere around like 30 now. So what I do on there is I post extra content in the form of written and in the form of pictorial quotes. So once I get to 50, I'm going to start posting in there a lot more consistently. But other than that, I'll see you guys on the next video. I love you. Have a great rest of the day or night wherever you are. Peace.